So what are we watching?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report from Trinity College in Hartford. We have a report of an unusual development at the Boys and Girls Clubs on the Trinity campus. Our team of investigative reporters is live at the scene and throughout the city following this report.
It's 3:05 on Broad Street, and the Boys and Girls Club doors are locked, and we can't get in.
The Boys and Girls Club usually open at 3 o'clock right after school from Monday to Friday, and I'm glad it's Friday.
But today, something strange is happening. I think I'm gonna go around back and find out.
Did you know that our Boys and Girls Club happens to be the first club built on a college campus? That's right, so members like us have access not only to the club facility like the game room, the basketball court, computer lab, and arts and crafts room,
But also have access to the college facilities like the ball fields, the swimming pools, the college libraries, and more.
and there are also special programs like character development, leadership, health, and life skills. And don't forget about the tutoring. Every day, the college mentors help kids during the power hour.
Our camera crew has caught up with Angel HUERTAS, the director of Trinity Boys and Girls Club. Angel, we're locked out. Do you have any idea of what's going on?
What? The doors are locked? It's 3 o'clock. The Boys and Girls Club should be open. When I get there, we'll check and see what happened. Do you know, these are the same streets I grew up on when I was a kid. There was no Boys and Girls Club. These streets were bad, man. I mean, bad. We had drug dealers, gangs, gang fights. It was really rough, especially in the evening. Kids had nothing to do. Now, kids have Boys and Girls Club and, you know, a place to go and hang out and be with positive people. It was great. When I was a kid, all I could think about was jumping over that fence. And now we can take the kids over to Trinity College because we're part of that college.
It sounds good to me, Angel. I'd love to hear more, but I still can't figure out how to get in and how to get down.
Well, maybe I can help.
I hope so. Who is that?
This is Charles Teal, Chief of the Hartford Fire Department. I'm going to order a truck to come down here, get you down off that roof, and get those doors open.
Great, Chief.
By the way, did you know I was a member of the Boys Club of Greater Hartford between the age of 6 and 16? At the time, I was able to engage in athletics, enjoy the fellowship of my friends, and receive the words of counseling from the people who worked there. At the time, it was the only place to be.
I agree with you there, Chief, but you're talking about inside the club, not on top.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
Thanks, Chief. Hey, Bo and Taina, where did you go?
I'm across the street at the Learning Quarter talking to Rachel Rivera. Rachel, the doors are locked and Chris is stuck on the roof.
Are you kidding? There's got to be a good explanation for this. Let me finish up here and I'll get right over and see what I can do to help. When I graduated college, there were many options open to me. I could have gone to grad school or to law school, but I had so many valuable experiences and made so many relationships with the kids that I just decided that this is where I wanted to start my career. I had children coming to me with smiles every day, showing me their A's, showing me their cuts and their bruises, you know, asking me for advice about boys and girls and everything else under the sun. It made me very happy to be a part of someone else's life like that. And I really have to say, we're all like brothers and sisters. They look up to me and I look to them for my family support.
Then how about you help your little brother Chris get down from the roof?
I'll be right there.
Thanks, Rachel and Taina. Hey, Bowen, where did you go?
Hang in there, Chris. Baldwin ran over to the Trinity College gym where he found Greg Davis, former All-American basketball player and current president of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Hartford.
Hey, Chris, be careful up there. I just found a little hope in a little one-on-one action.
Hey, Chris, we're on our way.
He drives right, spins left.
Steals the ball. He dribbles, he stops, he fakes, shoots. Yes! Baldwin, I hope you don't drop the ball in this story. We've got to get to the bottom of this mystery and get the doors open. You know, I started going to the Boys and Girls Clubs and playing basketball when I was a kid, and the clubs were a very special place to me. They helped me through college and law school and provided me with a scholarship when I needed it the most. And I forever feel indebted to the clubs, to the community, and to the kids we serve. So let's go get the doors open.
A little insight from Greg Davis. Thank you, Baldwin, and hang in there, Chris. An emergency news conference has been called by the mayor. Our news team will bring it to you momentarily, but first, this message.
He stood about 5'9" tall, but he was a giant. Billy Thomas. He ran the Boys and Girls Club where I grew up. Now, I know today is different. Young people face problems I never even had to think about. But that's why now, more than ever, we need the Boys and Girls Club. It's a positive place where thousands of people like Billy Thomas help young people succeed. Does it work? It did for me. Support the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Welcome back. As we wait for the mayor's news conference to begin, let's continue coverage of our feature story, Clubs Go to College. We have some videotape of Secretary of State Colin Powell when he appeared at the Boys and Girls Club's dedication ceremony.
As the helicopter was flying around and we were getting ready to land, I looked out the door down on this wonderful building, and I looked at the concrete and the steel and the tile and the roofing and all the other materials that went into this building. And I figured it was about as much material as it takes to build a jail. We're not building jails anymore. From now on, we've got to build Boys and Girls Clubs like this to save our children.
Former Joint Chiefs Chairman and now Secretary of State Colin Powell. Now, live at City Hall, the Mayor of Hartford, Eddie Perez, is approaching the podium, and with him is Ken Darden, the Executive Director of the Boys and Girls Clubs, and Janji McCollum, former President and Trustee of the club.
To assure the residents of the City of Hartford and the members of the Trinity Boys and Girls Club that the club on Broad Street has not closed, that my office and the full power of the City of Hartford will find out what has happened and why the club has not opened. Any questions, please?
Mr. Mayor, how important is it that the Boys and Girls Club is going to remain open?
Very important. The club is part of a bigger plan to maintain the quality and vibrancy of this neighborhood. The Learning Corps is the hub of this initiative, featuring an elementary school, a middle school, a math science high school resource center, and the Academy for the Arts. With Trinity College as the backbone and the Boys and Girls Club as the cornerstone, we will continue the rebirth of this neighborhood and this city.
The club is dedicated to provide positive opportunities for our children. The club is supervised by professional Boys and Girls Club staff and is supported by community volunteers, key volunteers being the students of Trinity College, who are so very dedicated and care so very much for the children of the community.
We are looking into this very serious situation and will expedite the opening of the clubs as soon as possible.
While the news conference continues, let's go back to the Boys and Girls Clubs where a crowd has gathered, including club members, volunteers, and parents.
Open up! Open up! Open up!
Hey, did you get the doors open yet?
No, they're still locked, and one of our guys is still stuck up there.
Get me down, get me down.
Come down! That Chris. Help is coming, Chris. All these kids want to do is do their homework and play a little. Let's see what some of the parents have to say.
I don't understand why it's not open right now, but I'm gonna wait because, you know, safe for my child. The mentors are great. It creates an educational place for my child to have something positive in their life.
How's my son gonna finish his homework during the power hour? Usually a mentor works with him, and you know what? He's usually finished right before dinner.
I just hope I get home before dinner. Where's all the help I was hearing about? Hey, Bowen, where are you? I'm over here at the office of the Trinity College president, Dick Hirsch. Maybe he can help.
Oh, hi. Oh, I heard about the problem. I just sent security down to take care of it. I'll see you in a little while.
Oh, that's great, thanks. I gotta go back to help Chris. Bye.
Wait. I really wanted to say something about the Boys and Girls Club. It's a very, very important part of our academic program. Having our students go out and work with students in that Boys and Girls Club really teaches them something about giving back to the community, and they learn as much from those kids as they give. It's spectacular. I think every college in the country should do something like this. I've got to go right now. We got other appointments, and this is the best part of my job.
Okay. Thank you, President Hirsch. Let's get back to the club now where the crowd is growing restless.
Guys, what's going on? The doors are locked and Chris is on the roof. Are you serious? Yeah. I thought the doors were only locked on Saturdays until I started the AMP project. The AMP project is called the Adolescent Mentoring Program Project. We're trying to amp kids up. We first started with 1 kid, now we have about 20 kids, 25 kids coming out. Right after breakfast, we go right into our tutoring program where we do one-on-one mentoring with all the kids. And then right after that, we have some fun and we play foosball, we play ping pong if the ping pong table's up, or we play basketball with the kids, our recreation time. We go on like college tours, we've been going to Celtics games, Philadelphia 76ers games. A lot of them are really into hip hop and dancing, a lot of them are into football and basketball. A lot of them are into their academics. Their parents really instill in them a drive to want to excel, and want to do well in life, and want to be around great kids, and want to get to college. And we're all college students, so I think a lot of their drive is that they want to go to college one day, and they see that through us. Has anyone seen Baldwin? I was supposed to meet him here. Hey Chris, are you okay? Yeah, I am now.
Well, we're glad to have Chris back down on the ground and the door is open again. I've just been informed that the doors had been closed to prepare for a special celebration. Let's take a look.
And it was with great honor that I announced the Youth of the Year for 2002, Sophie Sanchez.
First time I came here, I was a shy little girl that was not very open, but I tried my best to talk to people, and I also pushed myself to just be a better person. I just started college, and I'm now the game room director for the Boys and Girls Club. I also want to be a child psychologist because I believe some kids just don't have the role model, and I just want to be there for them like that. They know I'll be their role model and they could look up to me when they need help.
Sophie's great, this is great. You know, our kids don't all have the luxury of a family at home, but here we're all family, and there's so much potential. You know, the kids in the neighborhood, they live in a bubble. The Trinity kids live in a bubble. And when those bubbles burst, there's just so much opportunity. I go home with a smile on my face every day because I know a child in my club went home with a smile on theirs.
You see what happens here. Every child now has the opportunity, and we know in the future more and more of our kids will go to college, either Trinity College or somewhere else, not as club members, but as students.
Congratulations to Sophie, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Hartford and Trinity College. Thanks to Baldwin, Chris, Taina, and our crews for the coverage, and thank you for watching. We now return to our regularly scheduled program.
Wow, that was cool.
And those reporters, man, they look good. They look kind of familiar.
So what are we watching?
I'm not sure, but it looks and sounds hot.